No, we're doing it sideways. What up, fuckers? We're on the road. We're driving. We're going live. We're trying. So what up? Hey, let me turn it. Hey, let me see. Do it. Hey, how's it going? There goes our fabulous Sound Transit trolley. Needed to get out of the house, cruise around a little bit, see some different sights, go for a drive, clear my head. I don't have like people I could talk to, so I figured, I should start like doing video blogs and shit, how them YouTubers do, right? Well, I got to go see Ice motherfucking Cube on Friday. I about peed my pants. It was a goddamn spiritual experience, let me tell you. Hey, say hi to the feds. Hi, feds. That's the Washington State History Museum, and also the Federal Courthouse. Beautiful, huh? I want to come and do some chalk art on their wall, but I've been told under no uncertain terms that would be committing a federal crime. And I'm not about that life, So yeah, man, I got to go see fucking Ice Cube, and that was like the best thing ever. Like I said, I thought I was gonna die. I was so excited and so enamored by his presence that like I almost blacked out, like like not like just so overwhelmed, like oh, this is so cool. Reminded me of being on acid when I was young. So I got to go do that on Friday night, because on Thursday I took my kids to the fair. They're kind of lazy kids, and they don't really want to do a whole lot. So I was dragging them out of the house to go to the fair, because we just happened to have some unexpected cash this month, so that's what we did. And that was, it was really good. It lifted our spirits, lifted mine. And then didn't even realize that Ice Cube was playing until my boy looked at the map. And then Sublime was playing on Saturday, so I got to take my son to his first concert, which was like the coolest experience ever, because he loves Sublime. And I was a little skeptical about having someone trying to replace Bradley, but he did him justice, like in every single way, like every single way possible. It was really great, and it was beautiful, man. Like, I know I talk about that all the time, but like I don't think people really understand about how much like music means to me, and it was almost taken away from me for what was taken away from me for a long time. And I was also in a space where I was like losing myself, right? Like, and not just like, oh, I've lost myself, but I mean full on dehumanized, losing myself, right? And it took the music to get me out of that, and I didn't realize for the longest time that going to see shows was like church. It was better than church, I mean, to me, I don't know, I get church, but man, church, I got shit on a concert, man. It's like everybody there sharing the same love for the same thing, and that's just awesome. So this is my hood. See that right there? See the clock tower up there? See the clock tower? See the clock tower? That's our Back to the Future clock tower. One of these days I'm gonna hit 86 miles an hour, 92 miles an hour, I don't remember. And we're gonna time travel right there Catch some power lines right there. It's my favorite place in the whole world, Dorky's. But it's not open on Mondays. I want to play pinball on Tuesdays. Ooh, oh, they're playing Rage on the radio. Calm down, Marie. Oh, I love this song. But yeah, man, I had a blast. A blast. It was exactly the attitude adjustment I needed. I'm in a really dark place, man. Like, and I keep saying this shit over and over again, but eventually somebody's gonna hear me, or maybe not. Who cares? But I'll just keep saying it. I'm in a really dark place, and I have been for a long time. Because of the hopelessness, the hopelessness of everything, the audacity of it all. And it just got now, like, my world was already pretty hopeless, and then, like, the whole world caught on fire, which I hate it, but at the same time, like, I hate, like, these lockdowns and all this shit, right? And then, like, you can't, now it's, like, in King County, which is north of where we are now, in King County, you can't go into a business, like a movie theater, concert, restaurant, anything like that, unless you got the vax, man. And that's just crazy to me. Like, we need to be, like, throwing down in this, like, not that I'd be advocating for violence by any means, but our four daddies would have been, like, they would have been throwing down. Did somebody just say today about throwing tea in the harbor? Right, here's the harbor, let's go do it, it's right there. But that's just crazy to me, right? But at the same time, like, part of me is like, ha ha ha. Now you motherfuckers gets to see what it's like, to, like, be banned from everywhere and not be able to go anywhere until daddy says you can, like, so it's like this fucking despair, but it's also like this tiny little bit of joy that, haha, now you motherfuckers gotta deal with it too. But whatever, that's not very cool. But it's just the way it is. I mean, that's how I feel, and I'm okay with that. Like, I don't, that doesn't keep me up at night by any means. What keeps me up at night is the fact that it's happening. And that everybody's just gonna let it happen. That blows me away, man. I can't even believe this shit. So I've been all sorts of in despair, but I get to come out to this place right here. Do you see this view? Do you see this motherfucking fantastic, glorious view? And we get to hear Rage Against the Machine when we want to, so sometimes on the radio. So there's little things in life that still make things worth it. But that's where I'm at, man. I, like, got these, like, moments of joy, in between these huge canyons, these, like, Grand Canyons of despair, man. Just, like, these, like, monster fucking dinosaur killing craters of despair. I find these tiny little moments of joy, but man, this shit's wearing on me, dude. It's wearing on me. Cause, like, I know how the games are played, right? And I know the rules, and I've broken them, so I don't get to play, right? But I know that somewhere along the line, like, I know I've planted some seeds, I've been one of the many that have planted the seeds, of the trees of the shade will never sit in, and, I guess at the darkest hour, I thought that was gonna be good enough, but now that, like, I'm here and I'm trying to live a life with all these other fucking losers, it's like, well, you still don't get to play, because my brain's still all fucked up, and even if my brain isn't fucked up, like, you know, because, like, I know there's a difference between, like, my brain being fucked up and hearing shit that ain't really there, you know, and seeing, not hallucinating, but, like, you know, misconstruing, right? I understand that. There's, like, things aren't always what they appear, you know, and I'm self-aware enough in my mental illness, my PTSD, to get that, but then, you know, but then there's times when, and many times, when motherfuckers are just fucking with my shit, like, seriously, like, going out of their way to say the things and do the things and the gestures and whatnot, to trigger me into reminding me that motherfuckers are everywhere, you know. And no, it's not like, you know, well, it kind of is, actually. I was gonna say, it's not really like the Mr. Smith agent thing, you know, on the Matrix, but it really kind of is, you know, because, like I've said before, there's this whole motherfucker club, and they all get together and say, hey, we're gonna train our bitches like this, you know, so that when she comes around to you later on, you can say the same shit. She knows that she's surrounded, you know. And that really is the case. It really fucking is. Keep on saying it ain't, because you benefit from it, that's fine. Everybody gotta eat. But it's killing me, man. It's fucking killing me. You know, and so I have a hard time. Sometimes I have a hard time. No. I used to have a hard time discerning the difference. And now I don't have a hard time discerning the difference. Now I know when it's just me being extra sensitive, you know, and people are just being people. And then when it's actually motherfuckers playing the motherfucker game, right? And the fucked up part is, like, I tried to find a way to get, like, my last therapist to help me, like, understand, okay, if I know, even if I think, okay, I don't even have to know, like, I know that you don't believe me, but that's fine, you don't have to. But he's a motherfucker, so neither here nor there. I tried to play his game, but it just didn't work. But my point was to him was like, hey, look, this is what's happening, and this is what I'm perceiving. So help me understand how I can talk myself down from this and still be able to deal with these motherfuckers, since they come at me, like, constantly. And he just wouldn't. He just, like, would sit there and run his mouth and do these, like, mental gymnastics to, like, run his motherfucker game on me too, you know. And I tried to explain this in my last one about how, like, nobody cares to help me fix it, because that's how the system do. It's not just me, the battered wife, you know, the abused child, and then the battered wife, who's now dealing with life on life's terms, you know, and I just can't deal. It literally is these motherfuckers doing this shit, and that's how they keep you in line too. That's how they keep everybody in line, you know, and other people have better training on it than I do. And I really want to find a way to be able to have space in this world. And, like, I don't want to go play with the motherfuckers, but I know I have to deal with the motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? And not just, like, your garden variety motherfuckers, like, you know, or wannabes or whatever. Like, I can deal with people just being people, but the motherfuckers that really go out of their way to motherfuck you, you know, when you have to deal with them. Like, I'm really good at avoiding them, but there's just times you can't. Okay, so how do I deal with those people? And I just don't know how, and no one will give me any advice on how to do that, you know. And no one will help tell them to stop, you know. Like, it's just crazy, you know. And it's just PTSD bullshit that it's like a fucking weapon, you know, not for me, but for everyone else, you know. This motherfucker knows the drill, right? So he gets to say, sweet, I get to push the buttons on her keyboard, and I get to make her jump, you know, however fucking high I say, right? And when I'm like, okay, no, I ain't gonna play like that, because I don't do that, you know, like, we can't meet on, you know, even ground, right? Like, and there's just no way. So I'm figuring that part out. When there's a real motherfucker, there is no way you're gonna meet on the level, as they say, you know. But for other people, they're just your average Joe trying to, like, live life, but, you know, they gotta do their shit. Like, I need to find a way to do that, and there's just no way to do that. There's not, that I know of yet, other than what I'm doing now, and what I'm doing now just isn't working. You know, it's working for a while, it's survival, but it's not living, you know. It's not living. Yeah, it's not living. It's not living when I'm standing at the fair, you know, with my children, trying to just do my thing, and there's a motherfucker there, like, trying to push buttons, and I'm like, okay, you can't lash out at this motherfucker, you can't even fight back, you just have to stand there and take it, because it's not like you can plug your ears, you know. And people want to be like, oh, do words really hurt? Nah, it's not the words, it's the fucking ideas, okay? It's the ideas. And yes, ideas, you know, fucking bulletproof, man. Good, bad, or ugly, they're bulletproof, you know. And even when you try to break it down like that and tell the fucking doctor, hey man, like, okay, how do I talk myself out of this, you know? I can't just go on with my life, you know, counting 5 things I can see, and 4 things that I can feel, and 3 things that I can taste, and, you know what I mean? I cannot just live my life like that in this meditative state, because I have to function. I have to take my children out into public, you know. I have to sit through lectures, you know, and I have to sit through court hearings, and, you know, all this bullshit that I have to do in my life, you know, to survive the fucking bullshit that I've already been through. You know, while they're programming me with their motherfuckery, you know. And there's just nobody is out there to tell you, like, okay, the motherfuckery is gonna come at you, no matter what you do. Because that part I understand, right? I get that. I accept that. Accept the things you cannot change. Okay, cool. I accept those. But how do I deal with them? How do I change the things I cannot accept, you know? I don't know how to do that yet, and it's wearing on me, and not just wearing on me. I mean, I say that it's not just wearing on me; it's killing me. It is really fucking killing me. And I'll save all that because I don't really feel like talking about that part right now. But I'm hanging by a fucking thread, man. Like, seriously. Now, I sound really good right now, but I am hanging by a thread. And it's not just like, oh, hanging by a thread because you can't deal with life on life's terms. I'm hanging by a thread because I keep being harassed. I keep getting bombarded with attacks, you know. And again, you know, another tough guy is going to say, oh, it's just words. And you're right, it is just words. But those words contain ideas that are attached to serious, deep-seated traumas that are like more than painful. You know what I mean? Those traumas are like one of those fucking crazy aliens with all the tentacles and the tendrils that, like, go and reach down into every part of you. And that's exactly what it's like. In these traumas that I've been through have touched, like, not just me physically and mentally, but, like, full-on psychologically and spiritually and into every ounce of my being. And I've learned how to deal when it's just like a word here or there. I can deal with, like, one word here or there, you know, or one hand gesture here or there, or whatever it is. You know, I've gotten good at that. But the moment that I get good at that is the moment when it escalates and I have to stand in line, you know, somewhere, and there's a motherfucker behind me, you know, or going on and on and on and on and on. Like, there's times when you cannot escape the situation and you can't tune it out. I don't know how to tune it out. that's where I like finally like open myself up to, okay, like you be a human being, you know, and try to like, you know, be in this world with other people, and then, you know, those other people start playing that game too. And it's like, and you know, that's what I talked about in the last one. It's just another reminder of how fucked you are, you know? Not just, it's killing me. Because I need to put the mask on myself, you know? This plane is crashing. You know, it's a slow one, but it's fucking crashing because it's escalating, you know? It really is. My experience is escalating. The motherfuckers that just so happen to be, you know, assigned to my case, so to speak, are escalating because they know I'm getting better, you know? The universe knows that I can handle one word now. And so it's throwing me, you know, 20 minutes and 30 minutes of having, you know, hours of having to be in one spot. You know, I must listen to this person, you know, and their ideas and the things that, you know, it really is. An idea is a whole being. It's a thing, and it's being implanted into you, you know. And maybe there's like, I'm sure there's got to be millions of other people in the world that just know how to like brush that shit off, but that's not how I've been programmed, you know. And I can't get any help deprogramming that, you know. And even when I try to explain it out to my counselor, man, he was just like, well, here, I'm going to show you how vast my knowledge is of the fuckery, and I'm going to just lay it on you. You know, it's like, fuck. You know, the one before him, I was still like just in so much crisis mode that I was just like crying all the time now, you know. But like, damn, dude, I just can't keep doing this shit, man. It is literally killing me. Full on self-destruct mode, you know. But I gotta hang on until after the holidays at least, because like it's like when I check out on my terms, it's gonna be bad enough on my kids, you know. Even though they're pretty aware that I have done everything I can, you know. But the least I could do is not do it, you know, the month of Autumn's birthday or during Thanksgiving or Christmas, you know. So the least Mom could do is wait, you know, until after Christmas, and then it'll give me some time to maybe learn how, you know. I mean, I've been trying to learn for how many years now, but maybe, just maybe, maybe this time it'll be different. Get it? It's funny. It's probably not going to be different, but oh well. But that really is, man, that's the despair of my fucking life. And a constant reminder of how completely screwed I am, and that this motherfucker screwed me so bad to take away, you know, my livelihood, any chance I have at like having a future career. I'm in the fucking laws, you know, legal system. I've lost my rights. So it's like a reminder of that he just gets to keep fucking me with every breath I take, every move I make. This motherfucker watching, you know. So what do you do, you know? What do you do? You live to shoot another day, but I'm here with no arms right in the power struggle, you know? I'm left with no arms right in the power struggle, you know? Man, cannot live on delusion alone. You know, and that delusion of, well, it wasn't a delusion, it was like, I mean, I see it, I still see it, that And it's not just me. I know there's other people out there too, but I've already been checkmated, you know. But while I've been here, I've been able to plant some seeds, you know, along with other people, you know, that I see them doing it too, you know, very few and far between, but I planted those seeds of the trees of the shade that I won't be able to sit under, you know. And I know other people will, which really, like, helps my soul be okay with leaving this earth, really. You know, that I know I've done my part. But at the same time, like, you know, hello, I have to live here on this earth. And if this motherfucker club is just going to make it completely intolerable to do, then what's the point? Like, just to suffer, you know? No. Like, I've suffered enough. I've suffered at the hands of other people, and, you know, since I was a baby, you know, literally sucking dick since I was 4 years old. Like, I should be exempt now, but I'm not. You know, what was me, right? Man. Yeah, it's just annoying as fuck. It is beyond annoying. I'm okay now. You know, I got out and got a little vitamin D, took a ride, so I'm feeling a bit more clear-headed, but at the same time, like, I know that I'm traveling straight, and there's a cliff up ahead, you know? Very Thelma and Louise, I guess. Like, you know it's coming. So just gotta enjoy it while you're here, I guess. I don't know. And that's another thing is, like, the more you talk about it, the worse it gets. And one might say that, well, just shut up then. But how do you do that? Like, really, how would you live with yourself knowing that, like, you're getting fucked, your kids are getting fucked, all your neighbors and friends and family are getting fucked? And just be quiet about it. I mean, if you can, I only want to say kudos to you. If you can, you're a piece of shit. I mean, really. Because how do you do that? How do you just, like, know that there's this horrible fuckery going on and just keep it to yourself? Like, and not say something about it and just take it. Like, fucking pull up your pants, dude. You know? So I pulled up my pants and I keep talking. And I keep getting slammed every fucking time. You know, whether it's the fucking courts or the motherfuckers, you know, the random motherfuckers or the, well, not so random, them phony motherfuckers. You know, or my fucking mother, you know, or my fucking friends, quote unquote friends, you know. And then meeting new people too, and then doing the same thing and just expect me to, like, you know, them to push the button and me to give them the content that they want. It's like, fuck you. You know, I got this motherfucker, like, you know, messing with me on my phone because, like, a dumbass. I was like, okay, let's try to go on a date. And he's just another motherfucker. And my only recourse, you know, just like my mom, is to change my number or go get a protection order, like a no contact order, right? And now I shouldn't have to change my number because you want to be a motherfucker, because that's how I lost my spot in housing last time, is because I changed my number and they didn't update their fucking system. You know, and that was not even just one time. This is like twice now. You know, so here I am. I got everything on my phone number. I finally had the same phone number for a while. Oh, so we get to harass you in order for you to make these changes that are going to fuck up your life. Okay. Well, no, fuck you. I shouldn't have to change my fucking number, you know? When I block, it still shows up because T-Mobile sucks, you know? But then, like, my only other recourse is to get a no contact order on these people, right? And that, like, completely goes against my values, because as soon as you get a no contact order, you take away their Second Amendment rights, right? It's like, look, this guy's a fucking troll, you know, or my mom. I don't know if my mom's still a felon, so, but I don't know if she got her rights back or not. Or even Ig, you know? As soon as I do that, they lose their Second Amendment rights. And just because you're a fucking troll and a piece of shit doesn't mean you should lose your fucking rights, man. Like, you know, and that's part of the fuckery, too, is people know that. So they know that, you know, just like the people at work. Oh, they know that I'm going to honor the confidentiality so they can fucking say whatever they want, do whatever they want. I won't say nothing because I actually have integrity and values and I stick to them. And motherfuckers will, you know, that's part of the game. You know, motherfuckers will use your virtues against you, you know. Man, I know these chicks, you know, from my old fucking work, man, that are like that. Like, those victim mentality bitches that'll just, no matter what, you piss them off, they're gonna fucking get a no contact order on you just to take your gun rights away, to punish you. And it's like, dude, I don't want to punish any of these people. I just want them to leave me alone. You know, I just don't want to keep being punished by them. You know, I don't want to punish them. There's part of me that kind of does want to punish them, but not like that, man. That's fucked up. I'd really like flatten their tires or some shit. Which my tires also got flattened too, by the way. Got my car broken into and robbed because, you know, I'm just lucky like that. So yeah, man, these motherfuckers just keep getting the fuck with me, man. And just get away with it. And that's the thing. So if I rest on my laurels, right, and I turn on my own values, you know, then what's the point of still sticking around? Like, then I'm just a fucking hypocrite, phony like everyone else, you know? And I was like, this whole struggle was to not be a motherfucker like everyone else. You know? They tried to make sure to train me to be a good motherfucker, and I just wouldn't do it. You know? I couldn't see trying to harass a teenage boy, you know, or a mother, or a father, or like, how do you fucking people even sleep at night, man? It just blows my mind, dude. You know? Blows my fucking mind. So yeah. Try not to become a terrorist. I don't know how to make bombs anyway, unfortunately. There's nothing I could do. Even if I wanted to. But I'm trying not to be a fucking terrorist, you know? Try not to turn into this evil motherfuckers that everybody wants me to be. Cause man, you think I got it bad now. God, if I had to sit in a fucking jail cell with a motherfucker, I would be dead. Anyway, so why not just, you know, do it before it gets to that point? See, like, I am at a dead end. I am absolutely at a dead end. One of them dead ends you can't even climb up the walls yet, you know? Cause, trust me, I'm fucking trying. But I'm grateful for what I have at the moment, you know? I still have my car. I still get to drive. You know, I still get to, like, go places and sit and look at this water, you know? This landscape is just gorgeous. I love it. It brings me so much peace, you know? And I still have my phone, you know, I can do that. I can talk to myself. So I am grateful, you know. I know the steps, you know what I mean. I know the steps of how to stay grounded. But man, Nick, it's still pretty fucking depressing, to say the least, you know. But like I said, I got to go to church twice this weekend, twice, and I got to see Ice motherfucking Cube. And he played Go to Church and just killed me, man. Just fucking killed me. So, as good old Cube says, I'm just trying to maintain. So that's my plan for now. It's just to maintain until after the holidays and reassess my situation, you know? Hopefully things get better. I doubt it, but I see no indicator saying so, but oh well. At least I tried.